Welcome back, everybody. Look, I'm surrounded by a bunch of freaks. Today's mission, starting off, we're at the beautiful sodded property that we had to take care of last year, push mow the whole place. Today we have beautiful ornamental grasses to trim back. So, my advice on the ornamental grasses, leave them tall during the winter time. That growth on top protects the roots from the extreme cold temperatures. And lots of grasses, not all of them, but many of them are very, very finicky when it comes to temperatures. So just a recommendation, if your clients will let you, leave the grasses till March 1st, then come in, clean them all up, trim them down. I'm not gonna trim them down to the ground. I'm gonna leave about 6 inches of the stalks on the bottom to help that new growth stabilize itself and grow upright instead of just flopping over. At any rate, not much education involved in this stuff, just trimming and cleaning up. So let's get some footage and we'll be off to the next job. So see, look at these fools. They have too much fun, man. They're having too much fun. Let's get to work. So apparently there's a huge misconception about this lawn care and landscaping career that we're out here busting away all day at. And this misconception is coming from the younger generation and the guys that are just now starting out in this career profession. I was on a friend's channel page the other day reading comments, and I came across a comment that said, the best thing about this career is that it requires no education. And I'd really appreciate it if you guys left comments below on your take of that statement that was made. This statement was not made from a customer, a client, an outsider from the industry. This was made by someone just starting out in this business. So let's talk about this. What different levels are there that we can achieve in this career, this industry? If I just want to come out here, grab my mower and mow grass and use the blower to blow it off and clean up at the end of the day, that's good, man. You really don't need much education to accomplish mowing a little quarter-acre lot. But if you never educate yourself further, you will be stuck for 40 years mowing those little quarter-acre lots for $35 and $40 a piece. And if that's your choice, that's fine. Be happy with it. Embrace your decisions in life because they all come with consequences, and they also come with bonuses if you are successful. See, in my opinion, the young man that goes to college and gets a turf degree, that goes to college to get a horticulturist degree, that goes to get an engineering degree, these guys will quickly rise to the cream of the crop, up to the very top level in the industry here. They have the education, the knowledge. All they need now is to gain experience in the real world. I'm not saying you have to go to college to be educated in our career, in our industry. Many and most of us learn hands-on from our mentors out here that we have worked under in the past. The bottom line is, you're either going to go to school to get educated and knowledgeable, or you're going to have to educate yourself non-stop for the rest of your life. That's it, man. Let's talk about some more stuff after this little break. There you have it. Got 1 hour on the clock. Let's get all that work done, and $400, because if I was solo, that would take a long time. At least the first half of the day, right? Always be sure to price accordingly if you end up out here by yourself. You never know if your helpers are going to show up that day or not, so make sure you're not losing money thinking that people got your back. Not many do. Let's roll on to the next place, and you'll love it. Big, beautiful mansion. Been there before. More trimming to come. Stick around. All right, back on the scene at the cul-de-sac. Just had the video on trimming that house behind me. Those nice big hollies. If you missed it, check it out. Pretty good stuff. Now we're over here, the next one over. The boys have already gone through the backyard, pool area, cleaned everything up for the spring cleaning. I went to the front yard, beds, just snipped and whipped a little bit. There's not much trimming at this house. It got new landscaping a few years back, so still growing in. I got a little bit more trimming, and then we're gonna empty our Sasquatch load of trimmings and grass and get an empty trailer, because we're either gonna be mowing grass before I planned, like this week, or we're gonna go out mulching or something. So we'll get some trimming footage real quick. I got a little bit to do, and we'll check back in real quick. So I'm not gonna do any footage. I'm just topping these 2 barberries, topping this boxwood that matches the other side, and barely touching these tall ones going down through there. So really, there's not much to film, but yeah, I'll check back in when I'm checking out for the day, okay? Stick around. At this point, we have established that the grass mowing man is happy where he's at, just mowing yards, not educating himself in any way, shape, or form. Now, I want to talk about you and me, the ones that have drive and ambition, and we have huge goals way up there in our dreams that we think about all the time. You know, most of us when we're young, we have this mindset of creating an empire and creating a name for ourselves and just going big, you know, that total success level that lands you homes like these that we're looking at, that we're working at right now. That kind of drive, that's what many of us strive for in our early 20s in life. And if you have the drive and the dedication to yourself, you can accomplish that no matter what your career is. Oh, I know. I can hear it already down in the comments section. So Randall, why don't you have this big mansion? Randall, why don't you have 10 trucks going out every day and 50 employees? What is wrong with you, man? You seem like you know what you're talking about in life. What happened to you? Why aren't you successful? I can hear it already in the comments. I get it. But there's a twist that you learn as you live your life. And that twist is basically your peace of mind, your inner happiness of your own self is the most important part of who you are. And after 10 years of running large commercial crews for these big name companies, yes, I got educated. I got educated in every single aspect of any size company that I need to talk about out here. But the most valuable education to me was that these bosses of mine, these owners, they had no peace of mind. They had no downtime. They have constant worries with employees, with customers calling in, with you name it, it's bugging them. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. These men know that any moment the rug could be pulled out from underneath them in one way or another. They know this. And because I was there to experience it all by watching other people's lives happen, many of these men do not have successful marriages. They end up in divorce. They end up barely seeing their children. And they may have a big, huge mansion. They may have the speedboat. They may have everything that you thought you wanted when you were 22. But if you take the time to learn what's really valuable in life, you will be able to set your own pace and give yourself the true happiness that life has to offer, which is love. Love's all that really matters, guys. You gotta love yourself to be able to love other people. Speaking of love, I absolutely love our new merchandise line that we got coming out to you guys on Monday's video. So be sure you look for the store link, see if there's anything there that you may possibly want to grab. And remember, be good if you can, always be kind, and above all, love each other. Peace.